Hey guys, welcome back to the Risky Impact Podcast. This is episode number 3, and I am your host, Mr. King Chris. Today I'm joined by my co-host,
Mr. Chief. What's happening? Well,
yes sir. Listen, today is current events day. Today is where we just talk to you guys on what's going on. It's just been happening everywhere, very damn well, and we can't really keep up with every little thing. So, let's just talk about let's talk about a few things. First off, the weather's been
Yeah.
lately, it's been raining on the spot over here, at least in Winter Haven, Florida. It's just been raining midday every day lately.
Wow.
And I could plan my day because I know when it's gonna rain.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, all right, cool. I washed the car just now.
Right.
And lo and behold, as soon as I finish washing the car, I'm like, I look up and I'm like, yep, rain.
Yeah. Well, definitely. This area, it's been a bit more sporadic. Can't really plan for it, but just expect it. So no outside activities, but definitely, at least we get to definitely enjoy our mornings outside.
Exactly, right. Mornings are cool. You got that hot sun, a little bit humid, and the change in the weather. It's like instant.
Yeah.
You don't know when it happened, but it happened.
Definitely.
As a for everyone who doesn't know, I'm taking up independent. I'm an independent insurance adjuster, right? So we have to watch the news constantly just to make sure we know where the incidents are happening. So if we have that license, we know that they're going to be calling us for this type of work.
Right.
So, I take a look every now and then. It's not really hard for me to take a look and be like, okay, this is going on because, if it's raining outside, something is somewhere.
Right.
So Maryland, not too long ago, I think it was either a day or two ago, they just got hit by a huge tornado.
Oh, word.
And I heard it started off, or maybe it built up to a Cat 4 because it destroyed a lot of things.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't even know tornadoes were touching down yet. I thought it was just all like, get ready for the storm. A tornado touched down.
Wow.
And destroyed.
So that means money in your field, right?
Yeah, exactly. Money. See, we want the disaster.
Yeah.
But we just don't want people to get hurt.
Absolutely.
Just get out the way and let it tear some shit up.
There you go.
Yeah. But it's like, all right, okay, tornado number 1. Okay, we're gonna be called for that. And then, you look somewhere else and then you notice Baltimore got hit too. They got hit by a tornado.
Wow.
Tornado's
Definitely
not playing right now.
What weather? Those of you who live up in that range, be on the lookout.
Just so you know, it's still going on. So, flash floods. As soon as they gave the warning, this happened yesterday.
Okay.
Sometime like I'd say around 8 to 10 p.m. This is when everything was going down. But blocks just got torn up. Like this tornado was like spinning the block. He was looking for his ops. He pulled some trees out the damn ground, and so they got hit pretty hard. So the governor, he actually called an emergency. So there's like over 50,000 people without power or something like that, and without power, it's rough.
Really rough. Thoughts and prayers out to everybody out there.
Yes, yes, because you know we've almost been in that type of situation plenty of times. I mean, Florida has. I think the last one I've been in was Hurricane Harvey, but it
Hmm.
wasn't that bad.
Yeah, yeah. I think Harvey it hit a little bit, but
Mhm.
Irma was one that I
Yeah,
mean
see, I'm
hit a
glad I
little
wasn't
bit
there.
more. Yeah, yeah.
Wasn't there for that one. I heard that one was a little
Oh
bit worse.
well, yeah, definitely. Because you you weren't down that way, were you?
No, I don't think I was.
Yeah. See, I was down that way, and yeah, my God, yeah, nah.
Hmm. Yeah, everybody was talking about that one. I was like, we ain't doing this hurricane shit, man.
Man, you know my dumbass actually decided to ride a bike while that shit was touching down,
I
and I
I know
almost,
exactly what bike.
yeah, my dumbass almost got my ass knocked the fuck out by some flying debris. Like that
God
shit hit my
damn.
chin, and like I got dazed. Like,
Ooh.
but like, fuck, man, yeah. I would do it
Hmm.
again though. That shit was fun because like literally, bro, just standing up and just letting the wind push you
Hmm.
down the street. Like, yeah,
It's
yeah.
crazy. Because imagine something like this. Because, they said Baltimore was at a degrees of 99, right?
Hmm.
And that's when the storm came in. So the heat index of the storm was 107 degrees. So it
Mm,
felt even
yeah,
hotter.
yeah, yeah.
And then you have to
Definitely,
take in the humidity. That's crazy.
man. Yeah. See, hurricanes is one thing, but tornadoes are absolute
Yeah.
whole nother ball game.
Dangerous, bro. Dangerous.
Absolutely.
Don't get caught in that Cat 5. Like, that is. Yeah.
What?
Shit. See, and then people the question is always like, hey, can a tornado go past a cat 5? And I'm just like, why would you want to know that?
I mean, I mean, it
If
definitely
I
can.
ever hear them say, yo, we got a cat 6, what?
Shit, man.
What is a cat 6?
You know, I mean, if I'm not mistaken, I believe there has been,
Hmm.
but I could be thinking about like a tsunami or something, or earthquake or something. But I believe there has been one that's reached
Hmm.
past a Cat 5.
If it has, then I'm not surprised with the way shit has been going.
Hmm.
But at the same time, I don't want anyone to experience something like that. That's crazy.
Absolutely.
But listen, there's been stuff going on. It's been in the news. Everyone's worried about Brittany Griner, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And she's just been sentenced to 9 years in Russian prison.
Oh boy.
Um, so for those who don't know, Brittany
Uh-huh.
Griner is a WNBA superstar, and she went over to Russia. But when she was leaving, um, they checked her bags, and she had, um, I believe it was pens that was filled with cannabis,
Hmm.
and there was like, I guess, a lot of them, but it was for medical reasons,
Supposedly. Hmm.
supposedly. So okay, we get the fact out the way. She did have it. She
Hmm.
she she did say the reason for it,
Absolutely.
but they do have strict laws regardless if it's medical or not.
Right.
So we're kind of in like a predicament here. It's like, okay, we don't want you to be in a Russian prison because you're a U.S. citizen, right?
Right.
But at the same time, you did break the law.
That's what I'm saying. At the end of the day, I do love America, and I do love all our citizens, but
Mhm,
if you were going to be visiting a another country, and
mhm,
especially with you being someone of like stardom status, like
mhm.
absolutely you should know. No, no, you gotta abide by rules and regulations. Like
Yeah.
if you gonna partake in that, partake in it while you're there. But I mean, if you're traveling, you don't need to bring it with you. I'm
No,
pretty sure you make more than enough money. If you wanted to go get you some, you can go get you some, no
of
issue.
course. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
So I
pretty
mean,
sure they have something in Russia somewhere.
yeah, without a doubt,
You
absolutely.
know, some damn where. So we just gotta play by the rules.
Hmm.
Got
But
to.
do you believe she should be in a Russian prison, or do you believe she should be
Honestly, I feel like Russia's doing this for a reason. Let's just get that out the way because
right?
they always have some type of agenda behind shit that they do. It's like
Right.
it can
Do
never
you
be like,
know?
mhm.
I'm sorry. Do you know what there was supposed to be a trade off? Excuse
Yes,
me. Okay, so you do know about that, right?
yeah. Mhm.
Uh, do you think that should happen?
To be honest with you,
Hmm.
he. This is the thing. They want him back for some reason. Of course, it's classified,
Right.
right? You want a arms dealer back,
Hmm.
but he was posing a threat to the U.S. He was planning to do some serious shit.
Right.
So he's in U.S. prison. So that's justified. So
Okay.
like, okay, both cases are justified, kind of, but he's kind of a way bigger case. Now to trade him for Brittany, I mean, that sounds personal. That that's I don't know because they're looking at a different a U.S. citizen as well, a second one. They want to do a 2-for-1 trade.
Hmm.
So it's not only going to be Brittany up on that trade.
Right.
The U.S. wants to get at least 2 people because they're
Right.
like, Brittany's not enough. We gonna need somebody else for this nigga.
Right.
So they know what he's capable of.
Hmm.
So I honestly I have no clue. I think it's like a fair trade. I couldn't say. I mean, he's Russian, so I don't know. They could use him in the Ukraine war, so
Yeah. I think.
probably not. But I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. I. You know.
It's hard.
I'm American true and
Hmm.
through, so hell no, we don't negotiate with
Hmm.
terrorists. Excuse me,
Hmm.
and we damn sure shouldn't be trading off a terrorist for a fucking NBA player,
Yeah.
especially what I mean. It's 9 years, and it's sad, but you
Hmm.
fucked up.
Yeah.
Point
Definitely
blank.
did.
Period.
Definitely did. I tell people all the time. Yes, our American citizens are getting arrested all over the place, but if they have the evidence against them,
Hmm.
you went over there doing whatever you felt like you wanted to do. That's why I'm like, okay, if I go somewhere international and I'm just like, all right, let's go to Dubai, I gotta know what Dubai wants me not to do.
Hmm.
I know some of the Middle Eastern places, they're like, yo, you can't do all that affection shit. You can't hold hands and be lovey dovey too much.
Hmm.
So I need to know the specifics. I need to know how long these handholds are for, 10 seconds
Yeah.
tops. You know, Cop
Yeah.
looking at me for 30 seconds, like, that's too long.
Do your research before you go. Like
Exactly.
yeah. Yeah.
So
Uh,
I research these things personally just to make
hmm.
sure that if I do want to go, is it is it like is it cool that I'm okay with their laws and I'm like, all right, cool, I could do that, or
Right.
it's just like, that's too much. I ain't gonna waste my time going over there.
Hmm.
Egypt's one of them. Egypt, I'm not trying to fuck with Egypt right now. And I got a boy out there, but he told me if I ever come over to Egypt, I have
Right.
to holla at him.
Oh man. Then
So
if you
yeah,
got to
he
know
said it's bad.
somebody, I don't think that's the best place to be.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. He said he hates Egypt and he's Egyptian.
Oh wow.
He hates Egypt with a passion, like literally.
That
He's the
says a lot.
only Egyptian person I know, and we used to have another Egyptian person in like a gaming group we had, right?
Hmm.
And he was mad. He was pissed.
Wow.
He's like, "Why is he talking to me in my language? I don't want to hear your voice."
Damn.
He, I don't know. I don't know what it is, but he has hate for his birthplace.
Damn, man. Uh,
It'd be like that though.
you know, everywhere. Shit, even some Americans think, this place is that bad.
True. True. I guess. Yeah. People get very political when it comes to things. It could be something small, and they'll be like, "Oh, we're not the greatest in the world anymore." You
Yeah,
know, look
yeah,
what happened to us. Da 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 da. We're ranked
yeah.
this and that and third. I'm like, yeah,
This one-off event just
mm-hmm,
speaks for everything, right? Yeah,
yeah. I'm like,
yeah.
I get that, but I just woke up in the morning, smoked a blunt,
I'm just trying to live my life.
and went outside, and I was chilling.
That's it.
I ain't have no worries. Now I can't say that for everybody.
Mm-hmm. That's
Some of these
real.
third world countries, they wake up in the morning and they gotta look and make sure that ain't no AKs walking around.
Uh-huh.
So you gotta take it where you can.
There you go. There you go. Absolutely. Team USA all day, baby.
Come on, gotta take it where you can. As far as the Britney case goes, I hope something happens.
Yeah.
She, one of our stars like that go because the WNBA doesn't get too much of a shine already. So
Mm-hmm.
we already know what Trump thinks about this, and yeah, he's
Yeah.
not for it at all.
Yeah.
At
Yeah.
all. He said if it was up to me,
Mm-hmm.
you guys can say it in his voice. If it's up to me, I'd leave her over there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there it is.
I mean, it's real though.
Yeah.
Your
Like,
decision. It
what,
was
what do you think about the statement she said too when she sent the letter to Biden? She was like,
talking
"Yo,
about she voted for him, and like it was
yeah."
her first time voting or
So
some shit.
I did not read the whole thing. As soon as I read that part, the first time I've
Yeah,
ever voted, I voted for you. Done.
done. Yeah, yeah. I don't. Yeah, just with that alone, I was yeah, yeah. I mean, same thing here. After I heard that, it was just it was no.
I was like,
I
"You're
don't.
corny."
Yeah, no, no, hell no.
I
It's
want. I
like,
don't want to hear that. If you really want to get out, just tell us what's up. Just
mm-hmm,
tell us what's up. I understand you trying to, show face and everything, but him reading that, I don't know how he's gonna, if I read it, I'm just gonna read it like, first time I ever voted for me.
I
It's
mean,
crazy.
but
It's
it's
crazy.
Biden though, so I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, it ain't. I don't think there's gonna be anything that comes up of that, like at
No,
all.
no, for sure. It shouldn't be anything that comes with that
Yeah,
because
at
I mean,
all.
she did say also, "Yo, y'all not doing enough to get
Hmm.
me out." I'm like, okay, but you're just a basketball player, man.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, 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 yeah,
You
yeah,
broke the rules, not Biden.
yeah, yeah.
So like, it's like, what do you really want us to do? Plus, there's high tensions. So you did this while shit is popping off.
Yeah.
So we can't just talk to Russia like we still pals now.
Hmm.
We ops at this point.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
So it's
It's
like, what do
definitely.
you want, and why do you want it? And then Russia's gonna make us pay for it too. Russia's gonna be, oh, you want her? You want to show
I
face
mean,
too?
I don't think the Biden administration is going to
Hmm.
actually do anything. I truly believe this is just going to be one of
Hmm.
those, let's make a little show so we can seem like we're doing something, but I don't think
Hmm.
anything is really going to come of this because,
Yeah.
I mean, it's a
I mean,
basketball player. Sad
yeah.
situation, but I mean, yeah,
Very
you know,
sad, but she's not the only U.S. Citizen over there going crazy in prison.
absolutely.
There's somebody in prison in Russia. I don't know how they're getting these stories from Russian prisoners, but
Hmm.
he said that he can already imagine, or not even imagine, he can already tell what she's gonna go through in the prison because he's been there for 2 years.
Hmm.
So he's like, I already know what's gonna happen because even Biden said Biden was like the lengthy sentence was unacceptable.
Right.
He's like, I don't know about this one. Uh, you know, 9 years though, that's crazy. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I mean, it is, but I mean, on the same hand, it is Biden, and
Hmm.
he wrote the drug bill.
True.
So he just may be on board with that because he damn near tried to do the same thing here in the homeland. So, well,
Yeah.
ain't even tried. He pretty much did the same thing in the homeland here. So,
Uh-huh.
fuck him. Well, fuck her.
They going through it. I know they're going through it. It's not even a case that I really care too much about. It's just a sad situation that
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. I hate that it's one of ours, but on the same hand, hey, you make stupid decisions, you
kind of
get
gotta live by
stupid
them.
consequences.
Yeah, you kind of gotta live by them. It's not really much.
Yeah. Yeah.
So let me see, man. Taiwan. This like I spoke to you about this earlier. The thing about Taiwan, man, because everything that's going on is all the way over there, all the way over
Hmm.
there. I don't understand. This is like the time they've been waiting for, just to do shit. They're like, Russia has you preoccupied. We're just gonna do shit.
Mm.
So Taiwan, the missile official was found dead in a hotel room after like a heart attack.
Hmm.
Um, so I'm not too well versed in what a missile official is. I'm guessing it's the guy who presses the button. I don't know, but he
Oh,
was
it's
found dead.
probably the guy that's like over like the missile defense systems of
Hmm.
the country. But I mean, yeah, the excuse me, with China trying to reclaim Taiwan,
Hmm.
they're looking to invade pretty much at any point
Yeah.
now. And then, especially with Russia invading Ukraine, it's prime season, prime timing for them to go ahead and spark up this invasion.
Hmm.
We've actually just had Tuesday. Nancy Pelosi, she actually went over to Taiwan and showed
Hmm.
U.S. support for Taiwan. And China being a little well,
Yeah.
China being China,
Hmm.
they launched off a few missiles and
Yeah.
released a few statements saying, it's
Take
not
your
going
ass
to be the
back home.
best decision. Yeah, and but I mean, the CCP, they're really not as powerful as you would swear that they
Hmm.
were if you were to actually pay attention to what uh, the media has been saying about the visit itself.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, if you think about it, her going over there to show U.S. support for Taiwan is actually a pretty damn good thing. Because I mean, Taiwan, they're a democracy.
Hmm.
China, nah, they're a
Yeah.
communist regime.
Yeah.
So I mean, you don't, nah, nah. Definitely, we want to support Taiwan. Um, yeah. So I mean, fuck them.
I don't know how
Yeah.
much missiles China got, but they're just wasting missiles at this point. Um, the I know they do like their live missile drills and everything like that. They do it near Taiwan, so I don't know if there's um like a response to Taiwan, like, yo, do you see our missiles? It's getting closer and closer every 5 seconds.
I
Like,
mean,
now
scare
Pelosi's
tactics.
here. Yeah. And she's like, now
Hmm.
she, it's like, you might want to go back home, buddy. I can make this come a little bit closer.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh, you know, China can't build a rocket. I mean,
Mhm.
literally every time they launch a rocket, it ends up falling back down to Earth. I mean, uh, I believe it was either the end of last week or the beginning of this week.
Mhm.
Um, there was a town, I can't remember where it was, but China launched a missile, and the one of the stages of the rocket
Mhm.
didn't do what it was supposed to do, and it went off a trajectory and pretty much came
I remember that.
firing back down to
Mhm.
Earth. Yeah, and yeah, well, not all the pieces, because pretty much the majority of it burnt up in the atmosphere.
Mhm.
But yeah, some of that shrapnel came back down and just littered a community. Luckily, nobody was killed, but good lord,
Mhm.
this is like the fifth or sixth time this has happened since
Sheesh.
2013. So yeah,
Uh, I mean, everybody's doing something. There's like feuds everywhere. Feuds everywhere. You know, Taiwan says China's military drills. It appears to simulate an attack. So I think Taiwan's ready. Or they're trying to get ready because I know they're doing their missile drills as we
yeah,
speak. So everyone's getting ready for something.
hmm absolutely. Um, but it's definitely a good thing that we do know that in the event of anything kicking off, we are
Mhm.
definitely going to be there for Taiwan.
Yeah, yeah. Because China's they doing too much at this
And
point.
even the Japanese may be there for Taiwan, because when China cut off their imports of Taiwanese pineapples,
Hmm.
Japan was the ones who actually stepped in and took over um, that. Ooh, excuse me, that segment of imports.
Okay, okay. I mean, if Japan wants to be on our side, we we did sanction them a little bit. So if they're over that, then
Uh, you know,
unless we don't know who is trying to take opportunities where opportunity comes. So
well, at least we don't know when they plan on striking.
true that part. We waiting.
That
Um, now here's a scenario. If say out of the blue, which it ain't gonna happen, but if we got attacked, right? They brought it to
hmm
home turf.
hmm
Do you think Canada is gonna help?
Do I think Canada is going to help us
Yeah,
if China attacked us?
anyone. It don't really matter. Anyone.
I mean, oh, if we were to be under attack,
Yeah. Because
I
do you think Canada can get like would they be okay without the US? Because we do share that border.
oh, absolutely. Canada isn't as easy to invade as one may think it is.
Well,
There's a lot
it's not really
of
like invading. It's like they would have to play nice with the person next door, basically. Because we have
uh,
certain what do you call it? Understandings or like, I'm gonna say understandings. We got certain understandings when it comes to the border and how we operate from US to Canada. So if somebody new took over, something new would have to be drawn up. Say if Russia came over this bitch, you think Russia and Canada gonna play nice?
Are you? Well, we have there's treaties in place to where it's just it just is law when it comes to certain functions of the way really all military are controlled.
Hmm.
So I don't think that would be a true issue. And in the event that that was the case, it's not just going to be one or two countries. It's going to be quite a few countries coming for that
True.
ass.
Yeah. You're right because we do have NATO.
hmm
Um, I mean, we do have the defense treaty with Canada, which I understand. People break treaties though, but I'm not saying Canada's gonna break a treaty. Just it would be a scenario if we didn't have such treaty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we did, yeah. Now that in that case, then yeah, we going. It's back to Sparta days. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be something.
Yes, sir. Ultimate game of survival.
Yeah, I have that scenario sometimes. I'm like, okay, US is getting attacked. What does Canada do? And then, Canada is like, yeah, we can't stand for this because You know, you got a piece of Canada that we never wanted to give you in the first damn place, but you got it. We can't let somebody
Yeah.
else have that. I don't know. Scenarios. It's a little weird. Everyone is in a treaty for a reason. You know,
Yeah.
depending on who you are. Do you? Let's see. So France, France, Italy, and what? Great Britain, right? France.
Mm-hmm.
How they looking
As far as
as? Are they looking better than they did when we were versing the Nazis? Because France
uh
wasn't all too much doing too much.
are you saying as far as like the governance of the country,
Yeah,
or I would assume so. I
like
honestly
they're a bit more organized now.
I believe so. I can't honestly answer that. I
I
if
hope
it's
so.
nothing that's really of interest to either the safety and security of the country, or
Hmm.
just the overall uh, progression of the country, I
Hmm.
don't really pay attention to it.
Okay. I was on Netflix, so I just watched these things, right?
Hmm.
I did watch. If anyone wants to go watch it on Netflix, it's called World War II in Color,
Oh
and
yeah.
yeah, I
Uh-huh.
watched that. I already know about it, but I just wanted to watch it for myself and get more of an understanding of what
Hmm.
what some things in the background was really said and what really went down.
Right.
Um, so like now the question that I've seen circulating was, will Italy ally itself with Russia?
Hmm. Mm.
And we know the history,
Hmm.
and people are like, I don't know why. I haven't really delved into it, but they're kind of concerned with Italy right now.
Hmm. That's interesting.
They're like, will Italy go back to being Italy? Will they go back to being fucking one horse man with a sword?
Hmm. I don't. Hmm. I don't believe so, because I believe, especially in these days where image is everything, especially in the realm of politics, I
Mm,
don't believe, you know, allying with Russia is in anyone's best interest. It would
mhm,
only be if things are truly, I want to say, that bad, but things have to really be bad if you want to. Yeah, that's I look at that as America allying with North Korea.
mm, mhm.
Hmm.
That
Yeah.
is true. Hmm. Interesting. Interesting. These are just some things I come across. I watched that war thing, and I'm like, I know it all. I know it all. Knowing damn well I don't know half the shit that went down, but I seen it in color.
There you go.
You know, shit. The amount of people died is no fucking joke. That's the
Yeah,
problem.
that's real.
Like, of course, it doesn't look like that many people died,
Hmm.
but when you say it, it's like,
Wow.
damn.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because in the show they can so casually say, yeah, 100,000 people died that day. I was like, what?
Hmm.
hundred
Hmm.
thousand is crazy.
Yeah. 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 Back
Like you
then,
could just,
casualties
mm-hmm.
through the
It
roof.
was nothing. It was nothing. You can just say, okay, Russia had 1 million of their force ready to go.
Hmm.
It's like, okay, 1 million. Um, why you need so much, sir? We all gonna die right now? Like, what's going on?
Uh,
Like, but of course, Russia.
I mean, of
was on
course,
their
they got
shit.
the numbers, but they
Yeah.
don't have the actual supplies. They don't have the
Hmm.
inventory to actually keep all those soldiers well equipped.
Hmm. Yeah.
Hence to the shit show they're putting on in Ukraine right about now.
They did have home base advantage though. In said war, they just waited in the cold. They stood there and said, "Come on in."
I mean, Ukraine, they
Oh,
yeah.
for the Nazis in that defense, when the Nazis tried to go over
No,
there.
Russia is trying to denazify Ukraine, but
Yeah.
if you were to actually look back at the history, it was originally the Russians that stayed over. I think it was the Russians. No, is it the Russians or Germans? Somebody stayed over in Ukraine, and they were a subset group. No, it's Russians. They were a subset Nazi group in Russia. They got kicked out of Russia, and they went to Ukraine, created that little community there. That's
Mhm.
why there were Nazis there.
Yeah.
But for them to invade on that premises just makes absolutely no sense because, I mean, literally, you're going for your own people. No,
Yeah.
no, you full of shit, man. You just want the land. Just tell it like it is, man.
Just let us know.
Because we
Big
already
ass
do know.
Russia. It's like they want fucking everything. You not satisfied with what the fuck you got? Shit is
Whoever it,
huge over there.
I mean, it's huge, but they don't really have that much livable land.
Mhm. Yeah, true. True. You know something that I've watched on YouTube? It's called I think his name is Oversimplified.
Hmm.
Um I think he's the one. I don't want to butcher what his channel is about. It is Oversimplified. He's the one who takes very difficult situations and just make it like stupid easy.
Hmm.
You know, you just dumb it down for people and make it funny serious,
Hmm.
and that's how they teach people and stuff like that. I listened to, or I guess watch. It doesn't really matter. The Napoleon one.
Hmm.
And you know, he usually simplifies these things, and if he breaks it up in videos, it's like 20 minutes each or something like that. So it's not long at all, like say a Netflix documentary.
Right.
But it's easy for people to just comprehend. So if people want to understand what World War II was like, World War One, Hitler, all of that, just go to Oversimplified. He'll put it in facts where you don't have to sit there for hours just learning history. If you want to do it the right way, just watch documentaries. It has way more
Yeah.
facts in it.
Yeah.
Um, but I say that to say this. So usually when I watch him, I just create scenarios in my head.
Hmm.
And I'm just like, okay, what if, right? Hear me out. Okay. We are in the 21st century. What if the Mongolian Empire came back
Man,
and said we run this shit? They like,
well, in the days that we live in of all this modern technology and
mhm.
modernized weaponry, that shit ain't happening.
Now hear me
No.
out. Plot twist two.
Ooh.
They're in the 21st century.
Oh,
They got the technology.
shit.
You think they would be the same? Because understand the Mongolian Empire back then was ran by the Khan.
Hmm.
So could that be the same situation if they still were around and they had actual guns and stuff like that, and they were modernized? Like, would that be a thing? I don't know if you know much about the whole situation, but um, it would be cool and interesting,
I mean, I can
to
say
say
it'd
the
be
least.
cool and interesting. Yes, definitely. Uh, but
They were rough individuals.
yeah. But I think between our special forces, I think we could give them a run for their money.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay. That dynasty was huge.
it was, but yeah,
All things come to an end.
there you go.
Mm-hmm.
Leadership. If you ain't got no leadership, then you ain't shit.
None whatsoever over there. But yeah, those are just things I usually think about because you just watch all this war shit and it's hard for you not to be like, what if this shit happened?
Hmm.
It's not it's hard for you not to say, okay, we got the French Revolution here. What if the Three Kingdoms was part of that? I don't know. That's me. I'm retarded. I'm a strategist. I get retarded
Yeah.
sometimes. So it just, people sit here and they're like, "You make no sense." I'm like, I know. It's supposed to be entertaining,
That's it.
but that's all that is. In this day and age, war is becoming. Is it an issue? Is it really an issue, or it's just there?
Is war an issue?
Yeah,
Uh,
or it's just existing, and we're just used to it, and we're just like, eh. Because I mean,
eh,
it's not on our
no.
front door, but at the same time, people do cry about the troops being places they're not supposed to be.
Hmm.
So, like, oh, I don't know. I'm not a soldier.
Yeah. Ah. Yeah. I'm gonna leave that one to professionals. Yeah.
He's like, I'm trying, but yeah, I understand that one well, oh too well. I'm like, okay, I don't want to put my 2 senses into this one, and I'm still not.
Yeah. That one, nah.
Listen, man, things are going on, and we just wanted to talk to you guys about it. Not much has really been going on. Just, really and truly, the weather has been a weird factor lately.
Absolutely.
But when is it not?
Hmm.
When is it not? But I did have a topic I did want to talk to you guys about. What we're gonna do, right? We're gonna do this topic, but I wanted this to be a special segment.
Hmm.
So what I want you guys to do, if you're on YouTube, this is gonna be a whole new video itself. It's gonna be it's its own video. Hopefully, it's gonna be at least 20 minutes. I don't want to make it short or whatever. It's gonna be 20 minutes or something like that. We're gonna cut this. Um, I thank you guys for rocking out and listening to whatever we were talking about just now.
Absolutely.
Um, but I want you guys, if you're listening live, go ahead and wait till the second segment comes on. We shall be back shortly.
Absolutely.
For YouTube, I appreciate you guys for rocking out with us.
Thank you.
This has been Mr. King Chris.
And I have been Chief. And just to let you all know, the aim of this podcast is strictly entertainment purposes only. You don't have to agree. You just gotta, chill. Listen.
Exactly.
We thank you for joining us again on the Risky Impact Podcast. Until next time, y'all enjoy.
Peace.